Sports for another edition of NBA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for the Spurs, they've got Castle, also Fox out there. Devin Vassell out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4. I think you and I are feeling it. We're in for a treat tonight, getting to see some of the best young talent in this NBA.
No doubt, Kevin, the superstar potential on the court is here tonight, and it is immense. We got players destined to become some of the league's biggest names in the next couple of seasons. I'm pumped.
Pass to Castle. Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here's Fox. The Thunder making the shot. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein in the high post. Fox with the steal. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
City ball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they're moving it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What a pass. What a slam. The rookie, Mr. Castle.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving the lane. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Outside, Dort. There's the 3. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Dort. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Hartenstein with the screen on Fox. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Releases. No good there off the double clutch. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Fox driving in. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Fox has got 8 points.
Just Fox being impossible to contain right there on the drive.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Fox. Pass to Castle. Just 5 on the clock. And he dunks it down.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Holmgren can't hit. One-on-one here. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Fox with the steal. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position.
How's that move for Fox? He is fearless.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Vassell, the pass to Fox. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Just 3 to shoot. With the shot. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
Spurs ball.
Spurs leading by 7. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Dagnall said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Well, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Spurs leading by 11. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the bucket. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Lob pass, Vassell. Holmgren with the steal. Dort against Fox. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Holmgren with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Never dialed back. SGA determined on finish.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his durability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Williams finds Dort. Williams, a screen on Fox. Dort passes to Williams. Trains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
It's Fox with the drive. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Now, Wembanyama. He's got 5. It's Vassell on the wing. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 3 assists in the game. To the wing on the left. Fox with the steal. Vassell, the pass to Mamu Kalishvili. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And another basket for San Antonio.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Harrison Barnes. He's out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Bassey in at the 5, down low. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Here's Joe. Buries it from 3-point range.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Ball outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Lobbed up there for Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And HB getting way up that time.
They're trailing by 17. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Caruso. Makes it off the glass. Caruso's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
The shot's good from Paul.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Caruso with the ball. Chris Paul covering. There's the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Spurs leading by 17. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Here's Caruso. Powered down with both hands.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Joe. From outside, off the mark. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Barnes outside with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Attacking is one thing, but body control another, and Harrison Barnes showing you that on that play.
Joe passes to Williams. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wiggins against Paul. That's tipped. 3 on 3. And Wiggins throws it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Here's Paul, and he finishes nicely on the way. Paul's got 8.
CP3 using his quickness there. Doesn't have the size, but we know he's got the will.
Joe, good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wiggins outside. Joe with it. He's got 5. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Joe. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. He's got 8.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball finds Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. Again, the miss by Paul.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So the Thunder 5 right now. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Thunder trailing by 14. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Dort wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Dort's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Thunder. San Antonio leading by 11. Right side, Fox. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Fox deciding where to go with it. Driving to the basket. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love to see that kind of effort from Gilgeous-Alexander on the defense. You can get in your head at times.
Here's Vassell. Shot clock at 2. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Dort passes to Holmgren. Williams against Vassell. Outside, Dort. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. And that one goes long.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Fox. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift-wrapping points.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Vassell grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Back to Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Dort. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
2 minutes remaining.
Stolen by Dort.
2 minutes.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Got that one up quick.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Outside for Wembanyama. Goes up from the top of the key. Dort grabs the miss. Under trailing by 11. Outside Williams. Offline with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Vassell finds Wembanyama. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Williams, that's a 2-pointer, and it's good off the back rim and in. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Spurs.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Here's Castle. So it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not.
All right, David, thank you.
Awesome time.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Now here's Murray. And there's a 3-second violation.
Spurs ball.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Uses the glass on the layup.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Here's Ellis. On the wing, Murray. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. San Antonio with a rebound. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left-to-right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
Here's LaVine. San Antonio getting their last shot to go.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Here's Castle. He's covered by LaVine. Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama, screen on LaVine. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by LaVine.
When you got bounce like LaVine, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
LaVine, good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Fox. Not a lot of room. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Fox.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing, dominating on the inside.
Here's LaVine. Kicks it to DeRozan. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And it's Fox penetrating. And he converts the layup.
Boy, Fox, there may not be a quicker player with the ball in his hands.
They set the screen. Takes it inside. LaVine, good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
And here are the Kings now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. DeRozan with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell. Here's Levine. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Zach LaVine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And Coach said, quote, "What's scary about LaVine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do." So the defense is trying to outwork LaVine tonight. We'll see how that goes. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Levine, following the bucket by the Spurs. And that doesn't go either for Levine. And Fox, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 8 points.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Here's Ellis. They kick it out to Murray. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Fox.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Right wing. Murray passes to DeRozan. Wembanyama gets a hand on it.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Spurs lead by 6. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Barnes. Still no points. Out to Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Kings. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. They get it back. They kick it out to Murray. The three from Valanciunas knocks it down from distance. And here's Wembanyama. The shot won't fall. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the Spurs. 8 points. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. San Antonio leading by 3. Outside Wembanyama, beyond the arc. The rebound by Murray. Sacramento has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Fox gets it to go inside.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Here's Ellis. He's covered by Fox. Ellis passes to Valanciunas. Now Levine. Left side Murray. Back to Levine. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good. Spurs lead by 5. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Outside Murray. Picked by Murray. Here's Levine for 3. Oh, Levine, an aerial assault.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Now here's Fox. He's guarded closely. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Levine. DeRozan outside. Back to Levine. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others. How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Pass to Murray for three, and another Sacramento three.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Fox outside. Knocked loose. DeRozan against Fox. Murray passes to Ellis. Outside Levine. To the wing on the left. On the break. Here's Castle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
Ellis passes to Murray. Outside for Levine. 1:02 left in the second period. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Levine. Murray's got 6.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Yes, sir. Fox finishing.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen. And he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
And here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. We've got 13 seconds left in the second. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Levine. With 2 seconds left. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Spurs ball.
The three from Barnes. And that's not going to go. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. San Antonio on top, up 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie at the 2. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. The shot by Sohan, no good. Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Clock is ticking, but Sabonis stays composed, just looks for his shot, not any shot. Ball passes to Sohan. Drains the triple.
Sohan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And here's Sabonis outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
Have to admire the confidence right there. Sabonis feeling like he can knock down these shots whenever he wants.
Here's Paul. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Malik Monk picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Back to Monk. Picked by Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Kings ball.
Shot clock at 2. Shot on the wing. San Antonio with a rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a 6th man if needed, Richard.
Not every player can make that switch mentally. Johnson brings the same energy as a starter as he does to the second unit. It's a great attitude on that young man.
Monk passes to Crowder. And the layup is good off the glass.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Ball against Monk. Ball passes to Mamukelashvili. There's a screen. Nifty move. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Malik Monk picks one up. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Sabonis, the pass to Lyles. Outside Monk. Back to Lyles. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lyles has got his first 3 points of the game.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Ball against Monk. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Sacramento.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Monk against Paul. Monk passes to Lyles. Now here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Lyles a screen. Crowder goes in for the tie. Rebounded by Johnson. Spurs lead by 3. Down low. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Monk against Paul. Got a hand on it. Now here's Monk. Still without a bucket. Out to the right wing. Sabonis with a screen on Paul. Takes a 3. Pass to LaRavia. Monk with it. There's the 3. Nails it from 3. And it's all knotted up.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Here's Paul. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Paul's got 6.
Nothing too flashy. Paul gets tricky enough to throw the defense off.
Sabonis with a screen on Paul. Out to Sabonis. And here's Crowder from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Mamukelashvili. Pass to Champagny. Here's Mamukelashvili. 3 seconds left. That shot off the mark.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Levine has got the ball here for Sacramento. 2-point game. Taking a look at Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the point. Here's Wembanyama. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. We've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Murray, a screen on Wembanyama. Here's Levine. Pass to Ellis. Back to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Fox. Shot by Levine, no good. Spurs lead by 5. Left side, Wembanyama. Wembanyama double teamed. The three from Barnes. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Valanciunas with a screen on Fox. Here's Levine for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. That's tipped. Out to the wing. Fox up top, into the lane. Oh, tough defense, but better offense by Fox.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Wembanyama, pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Pass to Fox. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama down low. He's covered by Levine. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Levine can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Spurs lead by 10. Pass to Castle. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pulls it. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 12. Here's Levine for 3. Wow, what a shot by Levine.
And look, he's showing he's not all strength. Levine with a nice little pull-up.
They kick it out to Murray. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Valanciunas sets a screen. Levine with it. Now Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Fox finds Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Vassell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Spurs.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Fox outside. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama scanning the floor. The rebound by Murray. And it's Sacramento's ball. Down by 12. And here's Levine. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Presents the. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side, and it's Williams at the 3. And it goes down 2 points. And on paper break, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now Williams. Jonas Valanciunas missing from long range. LaVine deciding where to go with it. By LaVine.
And over the years, LaVine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Stolen by Ellis. And stolen by Williams. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Ellis. Holmgren with a screen on Ellis. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Dagnall. David?
One thing he pointed out in particular was Valanciunas' ability to control the glass. Coach said we block out some nights better against him than others, but we can't play soft against this guy. So they'll have to try and keep the body on him at all times. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Now DeRozan. After the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. LaVine with it. Dort covering. LaVine against Dort. 5 to shoot. Right side LaVine. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Williams scanning the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Ellis.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Murray finds Ellis. Murray sets a screen for Ellis. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
LaVine for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Ellis, nifty move. And it's good on the layup. Ellis has got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Hartenstein with a screen on Ellis. They get it back. Outside, Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Ellis with a screen on Dort. LaVine with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellis, the pass to LaVine. And LaVine throws it down.
Oh, what a finish by Zach LaVine. Off his feet in a hurry, folks.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Sacramento's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Ellis kicks to Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Levine. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court right now for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. And LaVine throws it down.
Boy, defensively, you want to take LaVine out of his rhythm. That means no open lanes to the rack.
Murray a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Into the lane. Oh!
My goodness. Boy, that SGA dunk was right out of the highlight reel. Woo!
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
The shot's good. Levine's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. Takes the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Ellis outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellis, the pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Ellis. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ellis. Clock at 4. They get the rebound. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Ellis has got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Count that one for Dort. Dort's got 5 points so far.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
Murray a screen on Dort. Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Levine, following the basket by Lou Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
On the wing, Levine. He's got 10. Throws the dishes to Levine. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Dort serves with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. Murray finds Levine. 44 seconds left in the first half. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
DeRozan against Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas with a screen on Dort. Levine for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's Oklahoma City. They've got an 8-0 run to the left wing. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Levine for 3. Good on the triple. Levine's got 13 points. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
We've got Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Case and Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Lyons. Miles with the screen. The kick out to Sabonis. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer, Crowder, and the 3 ball is good. Crowder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wallace outside. Pass to Caruso. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Thunder lead by 3. It's been a few years now, Doors, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Here's Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, this guy's got all kinds of instincts for the game, and on the defensive end, showing you what he can do, stealing that one and making it pay off.
Now here's Caruso. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Kings leading. Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out. Well, you love the aggressiveness of Domantas Sabonis, attacking and using his size to his advantage.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Offensive rebound. Lyles kicks to Sabonis. Sabonis, a screen on Caruso. The drive by Monk. Sacramento moving it around. 3-pointer, Crowder. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He couldn't believe how couldn't convert it.
Back to Joe.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Caruso. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Snatched up. Now the Kings with it. They're on a 12-3 run. Miles a screen on Caruso. The shot's good from Monk.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
And Wallace slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on it. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
Here's Joe. Hasn't made one yet. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here's Monk. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Miles a screen on Wallace. Monk outside. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Williams.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Nobody near Williams. Here's Joe. Out defending. Joe finds Williams. Back to Joe. It's stolen by Monk. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Kings ahead, up by 4. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got Sabonis, Jay Crowder out there with Trey Lyles. And there's Monk, and it's LaRavia in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup. Levine's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Kings. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
There's Levine driving to the basket. And then Levine with the jam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic, Levine in style.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Pass to Hartenstein, and here is Williams. Makes it off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Murray hits it from three-point range. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for Sacramento.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Holmgren with a screen on DeRozan. Floats it up for Holmgren. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Murray a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellis can't get it to go.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Murray sets a screen for Levine. He takes it in, and then Levine with the jam.
When you think of Zach LaVine, his athleticism pops, right? This guy off the drive, so hard to guard.
2 minutes remaining.
Ellis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ellis. Holmgren wide open. Kept alive. The three. Lets it go with the three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Levine for three. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dort a screen on DeRozan. It's stolen by DeRozan. 59 seconds left in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Levine. Plenty of space. That's short off the rim.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Dort, it's good! And now they trail by just 4.
My goodness, Lou Dort in the clutch. We see you, young sir.
Outside for Murray. The three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams for three. A shot off that time. Great defense that time from Ellis. It's stolen by Dort. At the top of the key, Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Keegan Murray.
Second team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he ends up making the second, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Levine with the slam.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win. Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. For
organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Castle. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4-man position.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
The three from Holmgren knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Holmgren's got 5 now.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And it's Holmgren missing.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Fox, here we go. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots.
Outside Wembanyama. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Williams. Here's Castle, 5 to shoot. Fires in the triple.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
Fox against Dort. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Williams a screen on Fox. And here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Fox outside. And it's Fox with the jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring.
Here's Fox. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Basket's good.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Wembanyama. And here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Over Hartenstein. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Fox goes in, and Fox powers it home.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. Back to Hartenstein. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. And Fox powers it home.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
And there's the screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the middle. Here's Mamukelashvili. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
From outside the arc. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
So on the floor for the Spurs, they've got Castle. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. Devin Vassell out there with Wembanyama. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the power forward. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror. He sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Spurs lead by 5. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, screen on Dort. Here's Castle. And he dunks it down.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Now here's Hartenstein. Outside for Dort. Back to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Throws it up high.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
To the left side wing. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Back to Hartenstein. Just 4 to shoot. Baseline try. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Williams from long range. Kept alive. It's Dort on the wing. No points so far.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Back to Fox. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Unloads. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
San Antonio leading by 3. Fox outside. Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Castle. Launches a 3. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. The game now all tied up. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. He love seeing these type of results.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that in Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
The three is up. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Holmgren, the pass to Williams. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the contest.
At the line for you.
And the technical free throw is good.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Pass to Hartenstein. Second chance shot. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Wembanyama. Over to the left wing. Here's Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Over to the wing. Dort with a steal. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. San Antonio on top, up by 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Williams, Aaron Wiggins out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Paul taking his time here. And he drives in. That one falls. Paul's gotten his second bucket. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And Paul gets it to go.
On the drive, Paul is just so dynamic. Defenses can't find a way to stop him.
Out here's Joe. He's covered closely. The kick out to Williams. Wiggins for 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Williams. Buries it from 3.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Joe with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Rebounded by the Spurs. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Count the basket.
Yeah, not the easiest shot. Johnson not afraid of a challenge.
Outside Joe. And Williams punches it home.
the pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Paul passes to Johnson. Outside Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable.
From downtown, rebounded by Champagny. San Antonio leading by 8. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Barnes. Here he goes. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
San Antonio foul. Champagny. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. Wiggins for 3. He buries it from 3. Wiggins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game. Drives to the hoop. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
Johnson against Caruso.
Oklahoma City foul.
Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look, the intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
Spurs lead by 9. Here's Champagny. Outside Barnes. On the take. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Oklahoma City shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And the Spurs shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Now Paul, 11 points in the game. Pass to Barnes. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Oh, what a performance by Chris Paul. He's been the story for San Antonio. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket.
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fox outside. Back to Wembanyama. Turnaround Jay. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 12. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now. And there's the lob. Dort with a steal. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Dort finds Holmgren. Back to Dort. Here's Holmgren. A deep 3. Oh, deflected. Fox Fox with the ball. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
San Antonio with the ball. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Wembanyama. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! Outside for Dort. Knocks it loose. Oh, Fox with a steal. Oh, there's the alley. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. Spurs lead by 14. Now here's Fox. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Here's Wembanyama. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Thunder trail by 14. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Fox. Hartenstein against Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Takes the three. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his court.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's the three. Wemby showing off the range.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs.
San Antonio ball.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Fox outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Spurs need to get one up here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Spurs.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Victor Wembanyama.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Hartenstein. And a fast break now for the Thunder from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by.
some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Over Valanciunas. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so Levine will bring it up now for Sacramento. Right wing, and a wide open look for Valanciunas. No good from outside. And here are the Spurs. Outside, Fox. Valanciunas grabs the board.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Wow. And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brett, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Levine looking around, screened by Valanciunas.
Blocking foul called on Victor Wembanyama. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Vassell. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan for 3. Drills it from outside.
And by no means a volume three-point shooter. DeRozan barely takes threes compared to most wings in the league.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Valanciunas, good.
And Valanciunas has no problem showing up with that physical force, finishing through contact.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. The kick out to Barnes. This one for 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so Levine will bring it up now for Sacramento. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Up and in on the layup.
And good job by Levine fighting for that position.
Spurs trail by 7. Right side, Fox. It's tipped. Here's Wembanyama. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
Fox finds Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Wembanyama outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Wembanyama has got 6.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Outside for Murray. Offensive rebound. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Second personal foul. Third team.
Vassell against DeRozan. Down low. Murray dishes to DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ellis with a screen on Barnes. And the basket by DeRozan.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Fox against Ellis. Now Fox. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Kings lead by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court for San Antonio. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Dean with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he's just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Levine's got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
Murray sets a screen for Levine. Outside for Murray. Valanciunas inside. Defended by Wembanyama. There's a screen by Murray. Here's Levine. Murray outside. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Wembanyama, a screen on Ellis. Fox, and he uses the glass on the lane. Fox has got 6.
When the game starts to slow down for younger players, you know they're starting to feel confident about how they go about their business. Fox with a good decision there.
Levine kicks to Murray. Outside Levine. Ellis with the screen for Levine. Another 3 for Sacramento. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Yeah, Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Levine. Murray sets a screen for Levine. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Spurs trail by 8. Outside, Fox. From downtown, Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Fox with it. Picked up by Ellis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the left side wing. Fox passes to Vassell. Sacramento grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside for Murray. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Spurs trail by 8. Vassell finds Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Sacramento's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Valanciunas. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Valanciunas is one of the bigger men in the league. He loves to live in the paint.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Wembanyama, a screen on Ellis. Outside for Wembanyama. Ellis with it. Now guarded by Fox. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Levine. He's got 12. Clock at 6. Back to Ellis. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ellis. Connects from three-point range. Ellis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 11-point. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
16.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Miles out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Laravia in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. We talk about guys, Brent, whose value exceeds the numbers. Well, that's Jay Crowder.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin, that an understanding and an awareness of self in terms of what you contribute sometimes is the most important part of being a role player. And Jay Crowder has done that throughout his career. He brings a toughness to the floor that helps other players settle into their role because they know Jay is willing to take something like that on. So making sure you have a great self-awareness of what you can contribute. Jay Crowder has defined that for himself throughout his career.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Monk for 3. And it's Mamu Kalashvili with the rebound. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Spurs. 7-point differential. Plays it up and banks it in. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Chris Paul adept at finding space down low, and that time found a way to get it done.
The kick out to Crowder. Monk against Paul. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Monk. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Kings lead by 8.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 8.
Well, an aggressive move right there to the basket. That's where he does some of his best work and chops into the lead.
Piles a screen on Paul. Laravia passes to Sabonis. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Monk against Paul. That's tipped. Here's Laravia. Outside, Sabonis. Monk outside. Sabonis' screen on Paul. But no one around him. Rebound by Sohan.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
And here is Monk. He has 6. Sabonis high post. Back to Monk. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Pass to Wiles. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Wiles got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Chris Paul. Monk against Paul. The kick out to Sabonis. Back to Monk. Latray. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, Sabonis just cleaning the board, taking care of business. That's just too easy if you're the defense.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Sacramento ball. Substituting on the court.
Here's Ellis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Sacramento. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Sacramento with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. Barnes screen on Ellis. Fox goes in. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Ellis with it. Now guarded by Fox. Murray the pass to Ellis. Back to Murray. Kings moving the ball around. Levine, that's good.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Wembanyama, no good. Sacramento leading by 13. And Levine, here we go. And Levine with the slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Fox, and he drives in. Banked in off the glass.
See how dangerous De'Aaron Fox can be when he uses that speed.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. From beyond the arc. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 13. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And you don't anticipate a guy over 7 feet tall pulling up and drilling a shot like that.
Outside, Levine. Out to the wing. Valanciunas inside. Wembanyama on him. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Levine. Here's Wembanyama. And it's off the back rim. No good. Kings leading now by 13. Outside, Levine. Wide open look here for Murray. Sinks the triple.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Four on the shot clock. Tries again. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with it. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Levine. That three off the mark. Spurs trail by 16. Wembanyama outside. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
For three, Levine. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. 1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. The fader. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Sacramento.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zach LaVine.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Off target from outside. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The drive by Wembanyama. The turnaround jumper. Count it. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Levine up top. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Castle. Valanciunas against Wembanyama. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Alex Caruso is out there with Holmgren, and it's Williams in at small forward. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. To the paint. Williams finds Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Levine. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
He's such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Here's Levine for 3. He drops it from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander. Getting the 3 points right back for them.
Valanciunas with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 4 on the clock. DeRozan for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul. DeRozan against Williams. Holmgren with a screen on DeRozan. Pass to Holmgren. Fires for 3. Not going to go that time. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Valanciunas with a screen on Dort. It's Levine with a drive. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And Williams punches it home.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
To the left wing. Levine with a screen on Holmgren. Here's Valanciunas. Pass to Ellis. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Murray, a screen on Dort. Levine against Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Driving in. Ellis. And the layup is good. Ellis has got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Caruso. No points yet. Pass to Holmgren. The 3 ball. DeRozan with the rebound. Kings trail by 3. Here's Ellis. Back to DeRozan. Murray, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's DeRozan missing. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. 13 feet out. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
DeRozan passes to Ellis. Valanciunas sets a screen. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Murray for three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And they're on the run. The 3 from Holmgren. Sacramento grabs the miss. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Caruso. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Williams passes to Caruso. Nails it from 3.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Here's Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder. So it's Oklahoma City now. The 3 is up. Gets hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Dort, a screen on DeRozan. Outside for Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Valanciunas with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellis passes to Valanciunas. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Caruso, a screen on LaVine. Pass to Caruso. LaVine with a steal. Back come the Kings in transition. Murray passes to LaVine. Murray, a screen on Dort. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Valanciunas with it. Shot clock at 5. To halt the run. Holmgren with the block. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Fires the 3. Valanciunas with a rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Valanciunas with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Valanciunas. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Now Caruso, stolen by Valanciunas. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Knocked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. The three from Holmgren. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from range. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Ellis. 10 points for him. And it's DeRozan missing. Thunder leading by 7. Dort right side. Williams from long range. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. 34 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Oh, look at Levine getting it done in the paint.
A strong inside scorer. Once Levine feels like he's got room to shoot, he does not hesitate.
A line change here for Oklahoma City.
First team foul. Substituting on the court.
Outside Joe. The three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game. Levine passes to Murray. Murray takes flight.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Williams against Murray. Williams a screen on Murray. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Aaron Wiggins, and it's Williams in at the 4. Now here's Joe, just 2 to shoot. Williams, that's good. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And it's Monk off the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Monk's got his first points of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Joe. 3-on-3. Here's Sabonis. Soft touch off the glass.
Big fella out ahead. Sabonis with the finish.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
Yep, that one goes. Williams has got 5 now.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Pass to Lyles. Monk for 3. Knocks down the long J.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Joe. Off the mark there with a 3. Kings trail by 4. Outside Monk with the drive and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The kick out to Wiggins. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Williams. Back to Wiggins. Launches it. Rebound by Sacramento. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
To the left side wing. Sabonis outside. Here's Laravia. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And Sabonis slams it in.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Now here's Wallace. He's scoreless. Looking to win the run. And it's laid up and in by Williams.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And it's Monk off the drive. Releases. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Williams. Outside Joe. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Buries it from 3. Joe's got 6.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Monk. Up and in on the layup. And the Kings lead by 1. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Williams passes to Joe. Takes a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Monk into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now a 3-point Kings lead.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Malik Monk has been leading the charge for the Kings. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. More 2K. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First team foul.
Oklahoma City on D. Valanciunas with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ellis. He takes it in. Kicks it to DeRozan. Clock at 4. A big DeRozan jam.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams against DeRozan. And it's Williams off the drive. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer!
Now that's how you finish.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Kings?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Sacramento leading by 3. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Pass to Ellis. Valanciunas with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellis passes to Valanciunas. And stolen by Williams. Holmgren inside, defended by Murray. Good work there as it goes.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Valanciunas with it. And Williams over to help. Williams against DeRozan. Look at DeRozan off the bounce.
Once DeMar has momentum behind him, let me tell you, watch out because he's going to put on a show.
Dort against Levine. Dort, the pass to Caruso. Now Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Pass to Holmgren to tie it up. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Kings lead by 3. Now here's DeRozan. Here's Ellis. And here's Valanciunas. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Thunder trail by 3. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That misses. And a chance to tie it.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. Now here's Murray. Here's Ellis. Pass to Valanciunas. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. SGA working through contact inside.
Obviously, Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Sacramento has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. That's tipped. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's gotten 4 this quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offense.
Oh, Zach LaVine takes flight.
Answering the call. Zach LaVine, he wants the ball late. He wants to be the go-to guy.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded closely. Outside for Dort. And here's Caruso outside. Money from deep.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Levine. Outside Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellis passes to Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Dort with it. He's picked up by Levine. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Just 3 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Kings call timeout. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy. Getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.